Hello, Taffy Tasters, and welcome to episode 3 of
Sweet Talk with Ben and Sean.
Today we have a very special episode because instead of using my phone for audio, we now have a real microphone. So we'd like to present to you
Sweet Talk in high fidelity.
This episode we will be reviewing various flavors of
M&Ms. So, the M&Ms were first produced by the Mars Incorporated Company, and they were invented in the United States in 1941. So these M&Ms have been around for quite some time. And over 400 million individual M&Ms are produced every day in the United States. And these flavors include the original milk chocolate flavored, dark chocolate, M&M's mini, peanut M&Ms, pretzel M&Ms. The list just goes on and on and on. And today we are going to drive to the local Target to try them for ourselves.
Guys, where are we?
We are live in the Target candy section buying our own bags of M&Ms.
the fun side.
M&M minis. Let's get them.
I'm not paying for it. I'm gonna get it.
You can pay for the classics. I'll get the M&M minis.
But I want to get all of it.
Very important decision making going on here. Now low effort content.
This is gonna make or break our careers. This episode of Sweet Talk with Ben and Sean. We have a variety of M&Ms we will be tasting today. Ben?
Mega Peanut, Mini,
Regular, and Peanut Butter. So it appears for the M&Ms that the main color scheme is brown on the packaging.
This package aggravates me because it says sharing size, even though it's only for one person. It's not that big.
There's an M&M. He's a red M&M. He's one of the M&M's staple characters, and it appears he's lying down in a pile of M&Ms in a very sexual pose.
This is very sexual.
My personal rating for the packaging for M&Ms is swell as hell. I'm a very big fan of the brown. It really highlights the color scheme of the other M&Ms. And I am also a very big fan of the sexual pose of the M&M character on the bag. Ben?
You know, I agree with all of the points that you made. Swell as hell.
Sex sells.
Anyway, the packaging is actually like very symbolic because it's brown, and I think it means that it's on the inside that counts, because all M&Ms, the insides are brown. Well, like the regular flavors. So the sexual pose is pretty hot too. Like, even if it is the most basic M&M, he's pretty confident in himself.
And now it is time for the complexity portion. So I will be opening up this packet of M&Ms to do some investigating. Okay, here we have our M&M. Now it is time to make the first incision. Okay, it appears that the candy is primarily composed of a sugar coating that is colored, and then there is a pure chocolate filling inside.
It's layered with a candy coating, and it seems like the coating is white and then has blue on top, which probably indicates that all M&Ms start out white and they dye them later in the process. The chocolate looks very dry and crumbly, which explains why, like, when you eat M&Ms, you get, like, thirsty.
Okay, now it is time to review the complexity of the Mega Peanut M&Ms. So, time to do some investigating. There we go. And I now make the first incision. It appears as though this M&M has the exact same candy coating seen in the classic M&Ms, and the white layer of the candy coat is even more noticeable in this one. And instead of there being a pure chocolate center, the majority of the M&M is actually peanut.
I was a little skeptical at first when purchasing this bag. I assumed that the peanut was going to be the same size, but it would just have more chocolate, and that would be disproportional. But actually, the peanut is larger.
Mm-hmm. And now for the M&M Minis complexity.
Oh no. How
Accidents happen. Okay. One M&M. Oh, I grabbed the wrong end of the knife. Always be safe with knives. First incision. Okay. It appears that the candy coat is much thinner than what we see in the regular M&Ms and the peanut M&Ms, but the center is essentially still chocolate. So it appears that M&M Minis are just smaller versions of the regular M&Ms.
You're right. It's the candy coating is thinner on the small ones, which makes these proportional to the larger ones. It's well done.
And now for the last M&M we will be reviewing is the peanut M&M.
I have never tasted the peanut M&Ms before.
Whoa.
This is going to be a very incredible experience.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we have our peanut M&M. And now I will make the first cut. This complexity seems to be very familiar. There, on the top, you see the candy coating shell. On the middle, you see a layer of chocolate. And in the very center of the M&M, there is peanut butter. I can't think of where we saw this before, but it seems very familiar. We've seen something like this before.
Actually, Sean, this bears a similar resemblance to the peanut M&Ms. The only difference being that this is peanut butter. The complexity of the M&Ms seems satisfactory, but all of the insides were pretty dry. I feel like it could be more moist, so I'm going to give it an okay.
I have a stronger opinion, and this time it is positive.
Ooh.
I will be giving the complexity for M&Ms a swell as hell, because the M&Ms show a lot of diversity in their design. We have the regular M&Ms that are just sort of standard. They got the regular coating, they got some chocolate filling. And then we have the peanut M&Ms, which are primarily peanut on the inside with a little bit of chocolate.
Yes.
And then we have the M&M Minis, which are directly proportional in size to the regular M&Ms.
I was pretty impressed with that.
Yeah, that's very impressive. And we have the peanut butter M&Ms, where the M&Ms' primary focus is on the combination of chocolate and peanut butter. So I am a very big fan of the diversity, and we will be giving M&Ms a swell as hell. Because the first packet of M&Ms we were reviewing said sharing size, Ben and I will once again be sharing out of a bowl. So now, without further ado, we will begin dumping M&Ms into the bowl. Okay. That is a lot of M&Ms.
I think we left our spoons in the bottom of the...
We did not, Ben.
Oh,
I put them away for safekeeping.
nice.
Okay? So now I suggest that we stir the M&Ms.
Now that they are all mixed together, we are unable to tell which kind of M&M is which.
It's just a mass amount of rainbow. All right, now for the fun part. Let's dig in.
Yeah. I have no opinion. It's neither good or bad. It's like eating a pretzel. It's like you get no reward. Not like a big pretzel, but like a little pretzel, like the dry ones. It's like they're not great and they're not bad. You eat it and it's like, what was the point?
My personal rating for the taste of M&Ms will be swell as hell. You could taste all of the diversity in the different types of M&Ms, whether they be regular, mini, peanut, or peanut butter. I was satisfied with the tastes of all of them, even when they were all combined. Ben?
I thought the tastes of a lot of them were pretty dry. The flavor I was most disappointed with was peanut butter. It just tastes like a less good version of like a Reese's Piece. I think my favorite were probably the giant M&M ones. Those are pretty cool, and I didn't know those existed until tonight. Overall, I'm gonna give M&Ms okay.
Overall rating for M&Ms is swell as hell. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Sweet Talk with Ben and Sean. Tune in next week where Ben and I review another tasty treat. Leave a like and be sure to subscribe. Bye-bye.
Good night. Don't double dip, people. It's like sticking your mouth into the bowl.